Hey guys, Crafty1 here, and if you're wondering what happened to the countdown stream or where I've been, stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you everything. But Tears of the Kingdom is less than 2 weeks away, and we've seen a ton of stuff from trailers and previews. And with this, I'm already gonna buy the game. I pre-ordered it 3 times. So Nintendo already has my money, and I already think this is gonna be a 10 out of 10 game. But there is just a few things that I have yet to see, stuff that doesn't need to be in, but would be great additions. This is my final wish list for Tears of the Kingdom before the game comes out. Starting off with the first one is a hookshot. This has been a key item in majority, if not all, Zelda games, and I think it would be a perfect addition in a slightly tweaked way. So we know that we could fuse items to arrows, and we've seen this done multiple times through the previews that got released on the 26th. What if you can fuse a rope? It may sound crazy, but I do think some sort of rope physics are in the game. In Breath of the Wild, we had really detailed flag physics, so I don't think it would be that hard to include ropes. Next up, I have building houses. I want to be able to build them, period. We already have the opportunity to build very complex vehicles, and that system is in place there with Ultra Hand. And it doesn't have to be where I could build a house anywhere. Maybe perhaps rebuild Link's house in Hateno Village, or build houses that are in a designated area. For instance, if you see a base camp and all they have are tents, why not build them a house? In the same vein as building houses, my next hope is farming. This, again, doesn't have to be everywhere, but maybe in a certain designated spot. With the return of bomb flowers, it seems that there's going to be a big emphasis on plants, especially when it comes to fusion. We've also seen what's called a muddle bulb, which causes confusion amongst enemies. This is also a plant. There's so many opportunities for cooking and fusion when it comes to farming. There are rumors that Link isn't able to sleep, making time progression fixed, making farming kinda possible. And I'm just gonna throw it out there, if there is time travel, it's another way to show that. Continuing on these very creative focused wishes, I want there to be more detailed clothing customization. And this might already be in the game, and we have some evidence to prove it. In every preview / trailer, we've seen Link's Hylian hood either be up or down, showing that we at least have the option. What this could be is 2 different clothing items, one with down, one with up, and I would hate that. I want each clothing item to have different colors, different ways to wear them, just so every player looks different in playthroughs. And imagine being able to wear different hairstyles with different clothing. Link already has pretty long hair, but my main focus is on the dye shop and the way we wear headwear. And last up on my wish list is music. And I get it, music is already in the game, but I want songs that are more recognizable, not just piano tunes, and maybe even implement parts of songs from older games. Like, imagine Lost Woods in a Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom style. Like, the Breath of the Wild Molduga theme already slaps, but now we need that for a Gleeok. We need that for the Hinox. We need that for all the other mini bosses that are in the game. I'm not saying Breath of the Wild music is bad, but maybe just throw in a little bit more melodies here and there in dungeons. That's my final wish list for Tears of the Kingdom before the game comes out. You should let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see in Tears of the Kingdom and whether or not you'll be picking this up at launch. Speaking of the launch of Tears of the Kingdom, I recently had a live stream up counting down to the launch of Tears of the Kingdom. Unfortunately, Nintendo just took it down but didn't give me a strike or anything. So I'm gonna do it again. In the next coming days, I'm just gonna upload it again. It's gonna be live with music, and I'll have a couple more announcements closer to the release of Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe a giveaway. But definitely am gonna be streaming for the launch of Tears of the Kingdom. I'll have more info out soon. But now, where have I been? Work and school.